It's fine. Whatever you usually do, it's as long as you can hear me. I wouldn't go too crazy with the music right now, but yeah.
No problem. It's more like a mental thing. Like
Mm-hmm.
takes my head out of the.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Yep, I got you now. You're
Cool.
good.
What to do?
I'll be like a point whatever the heck delay, but not a big deal. Is that the G703 or what is that?
Mousepad or
No, the mouse.
G Pro
No,
wireless
it's not. Oh, G Pro, yeah.
with some skates that the Discord recommended. Had some older like chalky ones. Got rid of those. It's been nice.
Hmm. Interesting. What are those? The glass skates or whatever?
These are called obsidians, I guess. Obsidian dots.
Obsidian dot skates. Let's see, are they? I mean, they're this. That's weird because they're the same as probably what comes with your mouse.
I don't recall getting anything with my mouse. I got like
Well,
I got
they took
strips.
something off,
Yeah, these used to be
probably.
strips, and then I got
Mm-hmm.
the default strips off, and I bought some new ones that were like longer strips, and those started to like wear because there was like a plastic, excuse me, a plastic film on top of them.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Oh, there is little circle areas in the G Pro. I didn't know that.
What? Like these?
Oh no, they just fit in the normal skate
Yes,
area.
yes, they just fit.
Yeah. Interesting. I don't know. I've never really tried new mouse skates. I don't know how good they are.
And away we go.
Definitely felt like it's one of those things that like in my head probably doesn't matter at all. But
Uh, it's like a
it's
placebo
all
effect for me.
feel.
Yeah, it's like a.
Yeah.
I definitely noticed the dragging of it, more or less.
Like you notice the dragging of your older skates.
Yeah.
I wonder what you're noticing compared to these ones then.
Uh, that it's a lot faster, and I was far more shaky for a bit.
Hmm.
All right, I gotta wake up. Oh,
Yeah, like that would have been a spray control right there for sure.
oh, from close.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so gun and play switch up drills are like really big. It's interesting how you put your middle finger on your scroll wheel like that.
Yeah. So it's like I use that for jumping.
That's because you're the claw grip thing you're talking about.
Correct. So it's like thumb is on the far left, like corner, resting on the mouse pad, and then pinky. Oh, this is blocking.
Interesting.
Pinky.
No, a lot of people like talk about like not resting your mouse and or your hand on the mouse pad, but like I don't think that matters at all.
I've been. I was actually very curious of that because like when I have this little space happening, where is it? This camera. The space right here and here,
Yeah.
I feel like I have at point 15
Well,
far
you're
like
yeah, the biggest issue with that is that you're contorting your wrist really hard. That's the biggest issue with that.
agreed.
More
I
so than like
personally it feels much more comfortable like resting this palm spot
yeah,
here.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. That's the only issue. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Is the only issue with what you're doing is you're probably gonna run into some wrist issues. So you definitely should be doing a lot more wrist stretching if you're not
uh,
already.
yeah, I have a gym routine that I do that like purposely because I find
Yeah.
myself like with my micro shutter. What am I saying? Micro adjustments. This movement up, down, left, right
Mm-hmm.
gets like stuttery, and I'm trying to improve that over time.
Okay. Yeah. The only reason I say that is just because like your aiming hand usually gets like wrist issues easier than your
Ooh.
keyboard, unless you play World of Warcraft.
I used to many years ago. I was a 13-year semi-pro.
But like arena or
Yeah, I was
PvP?
2700 on a rogue, and then 2900 RBGs back in the day on my rogue.
Man, yeah. RPGs were fun, but like no one ever did them.
We did I don't
Yeah,
know
that's
what to
pretty
say.
impressive.
We had some fun paid carries back in the day.
Yeah,
Then I made all my money
'cause
back.
that was, yeah, you could probably just probably easier to carry in RPGs for sure.
It was fun. It was a Malgana server and a guild called Kapow.
Interesting.
And then I remember, what was it Skill Cap series?
Mm-hmm.
That was fun. I liked
remember
PvE a lot more.
I like PvE for a while because it's just like arena was fun back in the day, but yeah,
It's too many abilities at this point.
It's just yeah, there's just the game is just not like, especially like as a healer, like oh my gosh, like a rogue is fun because you're doing the CCing, but if you're the fucking healer, bro, you're just like AFK half the fucking arena.
Feel that? What was your
You're like, I'm CCing, don't die, don't die, don't die. That's like half the game.
what was your class of choice?
I played druid.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, I switched like hardcore to PvE, but then I got over MMOs at this point.
Welcome to Valorant.
Yeah, I mean, my opinion on it is like, I'm already living an MMO. Like, I don't need any more MMO shit in my life.
Feel that.
I gotta go to the gym 2 hours a day. Like, I don't need to go to the gym in game for my character 2 hours a day too.
That's cool.
But yeah, I mean, I think big things I'm seeing is like your mouse is like it seems like you work a lot on like the smoothness of your mouse, but like it also moves like up and down quite a bit.
Yeah, this like the sway. It's like, what's the word I call it?
Yeah.
Aim drift.
I call it the fluidity.
Fluidity. Okay.
Yeah, like how you move your mouse through the map, like how fluid it is. It's just like constantly up and down.
I've noticed that too.
But not up and down because like it's moving, like the map alters, right? But like it's also something I don't want you to like super hard focus on. Just like, you know, horizontal crosser movement is what I would say. Work with that. And it seems like it's just slow. I don't know how else to explain it. Like it just seems like you're just slow.
Makes sense. Reaction time wise.
No, not reaction time necessarily, but like getting your crosshair where you want it.
Yeah. So like lags behind basically where I'm.
Yeah.
Okay, I agree with that, and yes, I agree.
Yeah, and it's like this type of stuff, like you gotta take it all with a grain of salt, because it's like, it's one of those things that like if you're focusing on this during a game, you're not doing the right thing. You know?
Yeah, it's
like,
kind
it
of
should be like just to like one focus for one deathmatch, you move on, and forget about it.
What's the word?
Say that.
Passive or inactive aim.
Yeah, like kind of just crosshair. And it's the easiest way to say it. I don't know.
Oh, that makes sense. I'm on board with that.
I don't like the idea of passive aim versus active aim because in my opinion, it's always it's active always.
Okay.
Crosshair is never in a spot where it's like I shouldn't put my crosshair somewhere right now. I should just hang out on the floor or something. You know, it's like, and as like a top player, you're not like if you watch a DM from like Jing or something and you watch how he does it, right? Like, and we could do that real quick because I want to.
Oh, sure.
Show you a few things, but
yeah,
you can just keep your stream running.
No problem. No problem.
I started my stream here.
Green carpet for days. Oh, that one.
Probably fake. I'm only going to Jing because I just said Jing. So.
Oh, that works fantastic.
But yeah, like it's not like he's thinking about where his crosshair is gonna be as he's moving through this map. He just does. It just does it. It's just like good habits built up, you know. And yeah, remember it's just some random deathmatch he's streaming, so it's like take it with a grain of salt. But another thing I noticed from you is like your movement and how you swing angles. It's like definitely need to like work on like look at how he swings an angle. It's just like he always.
Let's see if I can find a good one. Am I looking at your profile or is this linked?
Should be just streaming, aren't I? In Discord? My stream?
Oh, Let's
in
see.
Discord?
Oh, yes. Yes, sir. Never mind. Cool.
I haven't found a good fight anyways yet. You can see this is old Lotus, but no big deal.
That makes sense. All right.
Still the same crap. I think Mind Freak's a little bit better at this than Jing is, I'm not gonna lie.
These are good examples. I definitely have noticed a bad habit of just wanting to aim lower than I should, and it feels abnormal for me to raise it, just because I feel like that's like, I don't know if it's like how I'm sitting, but it's something that I'm working on to basically consciously aim higher than I normally would in any game or any time when I'm playing. And I guess that's something.
Yeah, that's a natural thing. I mean, I can't remember. Did you play Counter Strike?
Very little. No, the first time I actually picked up CS
Very
was
little.
like maybe a couple months before CS2 was announced. Played a ton of
Yeah,
Overwatch, ton of Apex, but like
yeah.
in terms of like
Okay.
tack shooters and like head height accuracy, no, this was my first game.
Usually that's a CS ad, but it's also into this game just because of the way the camera works. It comes out of your neck, so like everyone else, it looks like they're taller than you. Everyone, it's like everyone's taller than you, but you're all the same height. It's like, see, that's how everyone views it. I don't know, because your camera comes out of your neck, which is much better, like gameplay wise, balance wise. It's much better that way,
Hmm.
but it's just weird quirk of this game that your crosshair placement should be a little higher.
Makes sense. Yeah, it's something I noticed. Definitely want to work on that, and have been.
Yeah, something, but yeah. So like, let me just show you Mind Freaks because this is not a good example, and I just want to show you exactly what I'm talking about
Sure.
here.
Thank you.
It's like, look at how he swings angles. Like, so, but one thing I would take from that Jingvad is like his gunplay and stuff. Like, every single time he's close, he's spraying. Every time he's far away, he's tapping, making sure he's hitting headshots. He's bursting and moving mid range. Like, that's a huge thing you can take for your gameplay as well.
Okay.
Okay, just look at how he swings angles like every time. Like it's just always like, yeah, that one wasn't the best example right there. That was a good example of it. Right, where like he gives himself like time for, because there's acceleration in this game. You don't
Yeah, the
instantly just go
2 second
to like
step kind
max
of thing.
speed. Yeah,
Two step.
the two step thing. Yeah, everyone says. Like he does that real, like you see that was it right there. That was kind of it, but he got caught out. His movement's just really like hard to predict, and he's always mobile unless he's shooting. Right. Those like 5 or 6 big things you could take for your gameplay as well.
Noted. Okay. I'm writing this
So
down.
let's practice a couple death matches along those lines. Let me open your stream again here. So hop in a DM. So yeah, so let's do first off let's do oh my gosh, I'm hearing an echo.
Oh, hello,
Myself.
hello, hello.
Let's do a Guardian only, audio off. You can
Yep.
put music on. And just when you're doing this, what I want you to practice is like your crosshair movement through the map and like how you're clearing angles more than anything, okay?
Sure.
And then we'll practice a gunplay switch up drill, and then we'll have you do like just a normal deathmatch, then we'll do the Yoru stuff. When you get in a fight with someone like that, like just try to focus more on like not just shooting in a normal rhythm. Try to shoot when your crosshair goes over them.
Yeah, not the panic spray.
There's a very different big distinction there. Where
Okay.
just like what you did was you went left, you shot. You went right, you shot. You went left, you shot. Think of it more like I'm shooting as the target goes in front of my crosshair. Right, like that click timing drill in my Kovacs playlist. Like that's kind of what you're targeting when you do that.
Got it. Okay. I guess what's confusing me at times is like where when I want to hold W and then like take this time to be like if I'm here and then shift here kind of thing. Like sometimes I'll be like it's like in the moment when I feel like when I'm going from like here to here, getting familiar like oh this is where I can start to do my AD versus like back here. I guess that's something that's
Hmm. So what do you? How do you think you get better at that then?
Playing the game more and knowing where the angles happen.
Yeah, exactly. It's not. There's nothing. It's not like me going into a spot and be like, "This is where you swing" is gonna help you, right? You got to figure it out and just keep trying different things, right? That's the
Okay.
biggest thing is you just keep trying different things and figure out what works, what feels right.
Hmm. Floating crosshair at times.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's gonna. Nothing's ever gonna get fixed overnight, and nor would I expect that, or you should either.
All right. I need to.
And just an insight into like me, for example, like because I'm a little bit farther down the rabbit hole, right? Like there's habits that I've worked on for probably over 100 hours in this game, and I still do them. Just one habit, like like just not crouching and panicking. Just
Yeah,
good example.
makes
Like,
sense. I give myself about 2 to 3 weeks to just do like one kind of drill before I move on to the next
mm-hmm,
one.
mm-hmm. And even just doing that, it's not like it's gonna fix it magically or anything. It's always there's always habits that we have that are built up that are not exactly what we want to do all the time.
Oh, that was predictable movement on my part.
Okay. Or like I'm just looking at it like, are you practicing it? More like the focus that we started out with in the
Sure.
deathmatch. Are you still keeping that? That's all I care about. I'm not looking at how many kills you get. I'm looking at your aim. I would consider that a little too far out with that crosshair placement.
Oh, where they swing? I was just gonna see if he's.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised what people do in this elo.
Hmm.
But I know
Yeah.
that
So
makes sense.
I'll explain to you why that's too far out after, but don't worry about it right now.
That makes sense. It's like the what do you call it? Where like people like intentionally like jiggle you and then go wide kind of thing.
Yeah. It's like, well, yeah, yeah. So like if you think about it, like there's two different ways they can swing me, or the two main ways, right? They can go wider than my crosshair, or there's three, I guess. They can go on my crosshair, and I don't have to move it at all. Great. They can go narrower than my crosshair, where I have to move it closer to the wall, right? And then they can go farther out than my crosshair, where I have to move my crosshair out. Right? That's the three main things they can do. Obviously, there's infinite things within those, but you know what I mean. So there's two of those that are there's one of them that you have like two of them you have to react, one of them you don't, right? Like you can just leave your crosshair in one spot, right? So the two you have to react, you can think about it two different ways. If someone's going wide, I have time to react to it and I can go wider and I can react to it quickly, right? But if someone goes narrow, you don't have time to react to it and aim to it because it's just like instant and they're gone, right?
Got it. Okay.
Or they're
Okay.
instant, they've already shot you. So there's like think about the range that they could swing you. Like really wide, I wouldn't consider that. I would consider like a little bit wider than my like crosshair. You kind of want to be a third of the way there because if anyone goes past that third, I can adjust my aim slightly, right? You don't want to go too crazy with it because like you have to obviously like want to be able to react. So as soon as they go through my crosshair, I can just tap. So you want to give yourself a little bit of time to react too, right? But basically like you want to be a little bit closer to the angle than you think. That's all you really need to know.
Noted.
You can react to the wide swinging people. Right.
Question: when I'm rounding like this area, what is it? I
Mm-hmm.
clear here first. I was going to walk up. It's just like pathing. Maybe that's a different conversation another day.
I mean, like I said with pathing, like what all I want you to work on is just swinging into angles consistently, and like don't feel like you have to swing in every angle, right? That's not like if we watch that Mind Freak VOD, he didn't do that, right? Like there's some angles where he like as he's going up, he's kind of rounding the corner.
Mm-hmm.
When you're closer to an angle, you generally want to round it a little bit more than if you're farther away, just because
Got it.
when you're closer, you have less time to react. So if you're already like, if you're pre-aiming an angle and someone's really up close to you, and you're not ready for it, you have 0% chance to kill them because you're looking forward. They're like to your, you're kind of like close. You're kind of like 90 or they're kind of like 70 degrees to your right. You know, so it's like if you're
That makes
pre-aiming
sense. Okay.
forward, you're not gonna be able to react. But if you're kind of like rounding that corner, not expecting someone to potentially be there, you're maybe only like 20 degrees away from them, so your flick is much easier, right? And that's all relative to like, is there a chance someone's there? If there's a chance someone's there, then I'm not trying to get this too confusing.
No, this makes sense to me. I appreciate explaining it this way.
But basically, the moral of the story is like you should be trying to swing every angle, but if there's a reason you think someone's up close to you or you're not sure, you break that angle up a little bit more by either rounding the corner or doing the slice and the pie shit. Right?
Noted.
So
I appreciate that very much.
So hop in a deathmatch. Let's do audio back on, music a little lower.
I don't have any music playing at all. It's just been completely silent.
Oh, I thought you said you wanted music. So.
Earlier I did. Just, I don't know. Wasn't playing.
Okay. No, yeah. So audio on. I said. Or unless you do that when you're loading in, or I don't know what you're doing, but.
Like 30%. Yeah. Don't blow your eardrums out.
So for this one, I want you to like just focus on the distance that you're in a gunfight, and adjust your style of gunfight for that. So like, if it's a close range fight, you're spraying, which
oh sure.
It's not. There's no like, okay, this is close range, that's medium, that's long. There's obviously a lot of gray area there. So like in that gray area, you can kind of do either or. Like you can either burst in the medium, and then close range you should always be spraying. In that middle area, you can do either depending on your field. Like what
makes
it feels
sense.
Like best. Same thing with the long range. Long range fights, I just want you to one tap for
sure.
this. Okay.
That first DM I did intentionally, I guess I should say, was intentionally trying to one tap to prevent myself from spraying. It's like the panic. I've noticed that.
Yeah. So
this
that
one
was a little what I did want you to do, but it's okay.
Okay.
No. I wanted you to tell me if you're doing anything like that because I specifically said before the deathmatch I just want you to play.
Got it.
I just wanted you to play it because I just wanted to see what you generally did. But
okay, so yeah, in the back of my mind, then.
I already got the vibe. You're fine.
No problem.
So yeah, so just practice that idea right here. So that would be a burst, I would say. That would be like medium. So like the long medium range thing, anything that's like anywhere close to medium, I would burst.
Okay. The 3-round kind of thing.
Yeah, so that would, like, yeah, you can do like 0 to 15 meters, 15 to 30, 30 to 30 plus. But like, again, do it off feel.
Okay.
Like, don't, like, you're never gonna know what meters the distance is in game, so it's not. I don't even like. I'm just using that as an example, not actually telling you to use those specific numbers. And I would even say mid-range would be like 15 to 40. And the long range would be like anything over 40. Something like that.
Okay.
Next. Who else? Got 3.
Okay.
Me too. I love that mouse overlay. Just like, I don't even know if you can even tell what's happening with it.
Which one?
The one in the bottom right by your keyboard. I'm just looking at it, and it's just like what it shows you is just so bad.
I want me to change the.
No, you're fine. I'm just saying, like, I think the mouse cam is plenty.
Oh, no problem. I don't know. Just thought it would help.
No, I appreciate you putting the effort to throw it in there. I'm just saying, like, I don't think it helps. That's all. It's just so hard to tell what's actually happening when you look at it. I'm just looking at it, it just looks like, oh, you're just moving your mouse every million directions.
What helped me is what I do like in VOD reviews at times, like W plus D or W plus A.
Yeah, that stuff's good. I'm just saying the mouse part of that overlay.
Oh, yeah, agreed. Ooh. Wide angles.
And again, it's like, it's okay to like work on that stuff right now because we talked about it, but when you do this, like keep it all in one death match. Like, and you do the next death match, like you're doing this, you're working on something different. Forget about all the angle clearing crap.
Got it.
Because if you think about what your goals are, it's like, okay, I'm focusing on these things so that I can get better at this habit, and then I want to test the habit, right? If I just keep focusing on it, I'm not really testing the habit. If it's working, I'm kind of just continuing to work on it. Does that make sense?
Yes. What's the word? It's like practice with intent versus.
Well, to give everything, yeah, whatever you're practicing, give it the full attention that you're.
That
practicing,
word, yes.
Right, like.
Neutralized. Got 3.
Yeah, that's a good example of like someone's not looking at you. It's okay to, tap them. But that would have been a burst range. Usually,
Got it.
But they weren't looking at you, so.
Well,
But there's always this. There's always an element of like a little bit of play and all this shit, right? Like right there, for example, you're close range with a dude running on him. Fuck yeah. It's not really what we were practicing, but it's like that's what you should do, Even though running gunning has gotten nerfed quite a bit over the years.
Try again.
Yeah, overall pretty good, I'd say.
10 kills remaining.
I think we're good. We finish out this deathmatch and we'll watch a few breeze rounds and then we'll maybe see if we have time to practice.
Sage is
Maybe
down.
do. We should.
Nice shot.
Omen's gone.
Oh, that was the first bullet? Interesting. I don't know if it's my keyboard or timings. I feel like I'm hitting the dead zone timings, and then they just don't go off.
Yeah, I mean, again, movement drill, in range, practice that. That's all you should do. And just like a full first bullet accuracy drill helps with that a lot too. Like Guardian only, Sheriff only, Vandal one tap only. Any of those would be
Got it.
good for that.
1 kill remaining.
Especially after like an aim training session, that'd be like really good.
Give me the health. Huh. I just wanted the health. GG.
Yeah, so like
Let's go
one
again.
big thing I would give
Flavor
you a
still
tip
has
on your
some
spray
tracks
is just like when you do go to a spray, it's not a burst spray. Like, I don't know if you realize you're doing that. It's like a pull down until I'm done spraying, then reset, and then pull down until I'm done spraying, then like that type of.
Let me
Does that
see the
make
difference
sense?
in the range. Yes, it does. I feel like I, again, subconsciously like told myself like do the 3 or 4 bullets, and then.
Yeah, now that's why the gunplay switch up drill is great for you.
Fantastico. Let me see.
So let me write down those again. So, gunplay.
So like this variance versus like.
Let me see.
Like those kind of things sprays. Even though I'm doing it like wrong here, but like committing.
Yeah, that would be what I would consider wrong. That's what you were doing. So like try to do like a full spray now. Yeah, I'd still consider that wrong. Yeah, that would be like more what I'm talking about. Except like you still want those. I would go a little closer to the wall, but, like help yourself out here. Figure this out. Yeah, like that's fine right there where you were. Or use the target, that's fine too. I would say like 15, 20 meters is good. I do 15 meters. Oh, there's no 15. Never mind. Alright, 20 meters is fine. I would do 10 actually over 20. There you go. You can just back up a little bit if you do 10.
Here.
You just back up a little bit now?
Here.
Yeah, like right there. You're good. Here, I could just show you. How about that? That's
Yeah, that'd be
just easier.
fantastic. Because I've noticed, no matter what I'm doing right now, I still get the like diagonal kind of things. It's like first 3, 2 to
that's
3.
gonna happen no matter what. I wouldn't. you can't ever get rid of that.
That timing. It's
really.
like first 2 or
Not
3.
in this game. And in this game, like after like 10 bullets, your gun is inaccurate.
Just getting the
Yeah, so,
first
like,
3,
you're
but then
putting like this basically, where it's just.
boom.
And I can't even do it because I've already like your bullets are like you're kind of pulling down, but you're like not like when I'm spraying, I'm like committing to it, and then I'm resetting and I'm committing to it and I'm resetting. Like you're always gonna be like see I'm always a little bit left or right, but like for the most part I'm at the biggest thing that you want to target is that see how my bullets are all about like this line right here would be like head level.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Like my bullets, like maybe a few of them are going above it, but that's it. Like a vast majority of them are right at the person's head. I can't control the left or right, but I control the level. See that?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's what your main focus is. Keep that level right at that neck kind of head area, basically, when you're spraying. And you should be able to do that, like, if you're doing 5 bullets or 15 or 10 or whatever. But like this is what you were doing, but it wasn't like as I don't know how to explain how it was. You'd have to look at your VOD and kind of look at it again and see what I'm talking about.
Do you find yourself doing the counteract with like if you look at your bullet tracers, so like the gun is swaying to the right there, so I pull my mouse, like do you ever think about that or not really? By that point it's already like
from as far as I know, like that the animations for that aren't directly tied to like how the gun is shooting.
okay.
I don't know. Apparently they are according to like in the range, but I think in game it doesn't. I don't know. I don't look at that though. I don't. Basically, if you're spraying to that point anyways, you're dead probably. So, like in this game, it's like if you don't kill them by that time, one of you guys is dead most of the time.
Does this drill translate where you do like the one shot and then spray kind of thing? Is that what you're talking? It's like one shot and then spray pull down.
I would do one more like this, like if you watch me. Oh my gosh, what the fuck? Yeah, so like I would like just line up a few bots and just like start at the bot's head and just like kill it and then just spray like the other two. Line up a few bots, kill the other two. I would do something like that. Because the biggest thing to target when you're spraying is like you always start at head level. Like I always want to be at head level whenever I do anything, right? Like if I get into a fight with someone and they catch me off, I'm starting at their head. If I one tap them, I don't have to worry about the spray, right?
Makes sense. Okay.
So, gunplay switch ups, close, medium, far range, specifically target, cleaner, spray control, movements, work, swinging into angles consistently, working that into natural habit. Also, more variety in movement, jiggle peaks, left, right, etc. Or right. And I mean, you know what I mean by left,
yeah, like
right,
unpredictable.
right,
Yes.
Yeah, like you're just always going left, right. What was one? I think of. Oh yeah, picking up the general speed in your play. So first bullet accuracy drills would be good for that. Okay, those would be the main 3 things.
Fantastic. Cool,
Obviously, more stuff, but
no, it's a great thing to start with.
So yeah, let's hop in this VOD real quick and see if we can pick out some util stuff.
Cool.
We'll go from there.
Bada boom, bada boom. Yoru.
Mm-hmm. Go TP for the round. Did you make this thing, or did you find this overlay somewhere? The
Etsy overlay, I found it. I have a couple I've designed before in the past. I just wanted to commit a little bit more to some Yoru styles.
Yeah, I like it.
Thanks. This I read. I think I was just lazy.
I feel like you should move though. Because it's right blocking your ability. Like you should move it somewhere.
Oh yeah, it is now. It is now. I noticed that. It's above where the health bar sits now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, above the HP is fine. Yeah, I'm not really looking at decisions or anything right now. I'm just kind of looking at general util. Like the Yoru ghost or the Yoru shorty pistol pickup there though. Yeah, it bugs me about this VOD that we're doing though is that I'm specifically looking at your util, but I don't know how many flashes or anything.
Oh, that's a good
It's
point.
fine. It's not a big deal, but we'll work with it.
That's a good point, actually.
Like I'll tell you exactly what I'm looking at. It's like stuff like this. Like every time you get in a gunfight, I want to see a good flash like that. Like we might not even have anything. We might just watch this VOD and be happy with it right now. But see, so I expect, considering you're kind of a Yoru one trick here, should have probably put the time in. You know, it just seems like you have, which is good.
I come from one tricking Viper, and then I think I switched to Killjoy for a bit, and then decided to learn smokes. And then yeah, I became a degenerate Yoru main.
Yeah, Yoru is definitely one I want to really spend some time learning. I just haven't gotten around to it. Like I know how to play them and everything. I just never put the time in to like get everything down and myself and my own
too
play.
fun.
You know?
Once like everything else is noise to me.
Like right there would be a good example of like a pretty poor gunfight.
I agree. This felt like a 50-50.
If you're long range, you should already be in a long range mindset. But you just start spraying your right click right away. Right?
Yeah, it's not tapping.
No tapping going on there.
Agreed. Okay.
I don't know about that TP either. I'm not sure what you're trying to accomplish there.
I was trying to see if it can go past the lip. I haven't done the spawn.
Oh, okay. So you're just passing some.
Yeah.
I'll definitely be playing towards sights more than you do.
I wanted to as well. No one wanted to pick up tube or mid, so I've just like kind of put the due diligence to hold that for a bit. Otherwise, I'd be playing like backside B, backside of A. I've asked, and then
the reason I brought that up is because Sova was there that round.
Yes.
I just noticed.
I think I asked him to be there.
So, like some rounds, yeah.
It's like, let's see, he's watching elbow. Yeah, no one's watching tube.
Yeah, I do like you fighting mid sometimes. I just think it's every round is still too much. Like I'd say, like majority of the rounds you should be fighting on a site, ready to TP, because then you're involved in both sites, and then 3-4 rounds a game you go mid. You have like a mid play you can go for, like either like mid doors, like you can got like a really good Yoru play it's out mid doors and just like swinging with a flash and like a few different ways.
I think I do that one of these games on the right side of the wall, the door.
Yep. Yeah, you can either do the right side of the wall or you can do the one that like pops open over this area right here too. Yeah, this one's good, obviously. Or you could just throw it like that too. They're all good.
I think I do that once this game.
OP.
Timing on that.
Yeah, this is a good round. Yeah, so like this is kind of a good round to
break down.
Like that TP a little bit too far if you're thinking that they're going A, right? Like, I don't know if you were sure, but at that point, like it's pretty likely they're going A.
Oh,
and
got
like,
caught on the right side. Yes,
usually,
I see.
Yeah, like if your TPs like this, like I would have just rotated through mid probably, just because it's like if your TPs over here, it makes sense. But
got it.
This is a good round to like look at, just saying like the general things being a little wrong. Because like if you look at that flash, who's playing around it? Nobody, right? Like you can bait it or something. Sure, that's fine. But then look at how long you take to make a play here.
Yes, makes sense. And we're all just dead.
Yeah, like it's a 3v5 and a retake, and you're waiting till your teammates are all dead before you actually do something. Like I would have went for a play or two and going for a kill or something by now.
Noted.
And then obviously a little bit mixed flash, but
yeah, I have notes where
just
pop
a few
flash.
main things that I was looking for. That's the first round that I was kind of like good example of it.
Cool. I appreciate the info.
And just what you're looking for, you know, just clean flashes. I mean, for the most part, it's pretty good though. Like I'm not saying it's.
Roast me, please. That's the point.
I mean, usually like someone around your rank, I would have a lot more to roast. So it's overall a positive.
Appreciate it.
I think it's time to ult too, and everyone's down mid and stuff. Probably would have edged it a little bit more than you did, but I liked it. Because like, if you think about like where you ulted here and stuff, like yeah, you know this Jet's up close, but like, I got half of my ult. Like, why not figure out where the rest of their team is if I can? Either like
Yes.
peek me down elbow or run down mid or something, right? No, that's a good example of an ult. So I don't think we're really gonna look at anything. We're not gonna practice any of this stuff in games. I think you get the idea. See, this is the flash you were thinking of, okay? I like this one on this.
Oh, on the pillar to the left, yeah.
Yeah, where it's like because it like kind of like they can't see it bounce because it's kind of behind it, and then it'll like pop out like that.
I'll try that one. That one's nice.
That's one I see a lot of Yorus go for.
This was a bad gunfight. Let's see, where's my TP go?
Yeah, you probably should have TP'd.
Agreed.
There.
I think I wanted to go backside, and I
Or
fucking,
break the rain of flash for sure.
I got caught in that box. I wanted to go up, stop me from strafing to the right there, and then she saw me.
Yeah, whenever there's like multiple people, like breaking the drone's great, but like this Jet, like she wants to swing probably, but you didn't break this flash, she can't.
Noted.
Like, she wants to help you. So like there's certain times where you want to spray through a flash, and that's when usually,
The moment to shoot
the
the
only one.
blind.
You're the only one. You don't have time to shoot it really, and I would have shot it there too because it's like you're spraying into the middle of the open where it's like a small corridor. Then you can kind of spray behind it because it's more likely, you know, it's a little bit. But yeah, it's about a few attack rounds here.
Noted. Thank you.
For the most part, like pretty good. Not really not really too many like major critical mistakes. It's all stuff you can figure out and fix, which is good. Definitely don't need to. What the heck happened there?
The Yoru model blocks anything, so like bullets don't go through it.
Nice.
And what do you call it? I was trying to break the wall, but yeah, the Yoru model blocks.
I know. I know what you were trying for. It's just funny. It wouldn't hit you. But yeah, I think you just gotta break 2 of those. Third is like whatever.
110 backside.
Unless you had an Odin.
As for break the wall, unless they all break the one wall. That's not the Yoru.
But like that, all that delay and everything, like starting. I like the fake and everything starting here. The TP across is great. Everything's good. Like in terms of like strat and everything, it's awesome. I would probably use the clone to fake with. Like,
True. Okay.
It's a good reason to fake, and then once you get outside here, it's like it's so delayed that you let all these people get backside. Or like think about where this Reyna is. If you were to just like faster, you would never let like she's in the position she wants to be now, right?
Yeah.
Think about where she doesn't want to be. She doesn't want to be out here where she has no cover, right? They don't want to be out here when they have no cover. So you want to be fighting people by the time they get there. You want to make sure that this journey across site is as difficult as it can be.
That's like a flash zone as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. Like
Fantastic.
Flash, which I don't know. You might have. I'm not sure what you bought.
Let's see. This was a eco round. I don't think I actually have. Maybe I do. Let's see. I will make sure that none of that's blocked for the next VOD. That's a good point, though. It's blocking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're good. We weren't too worried about it today, so it's fine. So it looks like another fake. And usually you should, like, if you're faking, you should have someone with you. Usually,
I think we do later in the round. I have Sova come with me to, like, sell it. We, like, pick that up later on.
Yeah, like Sova with a dart or, like, Viper. Hey, Viper wall for me or something. Or use your clone. Like, just try to really sell it. You're trying to get out on site. People that don't have good comms, it's gonna fake out. But anyone that's just like, oh, it's just Yoru here, it's, like, really obvious, right?
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Yeah, what do Yorus like to do? They like to TP. Oh my gosh, only a Yoru to TP. I wonder what he's doing, you know? Like, if that was me on the other team, I would be like, they're faking. Everyone's back A. Like, I would have my whole team on A by the time you guys got on. So, just a little... And obviously, we're trying to get better against better players, not gold players. But
I think this was a
yeah,
plat
I mean,
lobby.
any questions about today or anything? I mean, I think we're
Uh,
a pretty good stop to call it.
no questions. It's kind of like what you've explained to me is what I'm reiterating in my own play for like the weeks ahead, the days ahead.
Yep, perfect. So yeah, I'd say overall you're doing pretty good. Program and everything, stats looking great. I think matches, like obviously jury duty and stuff. Once you get
Dude, it
back,
sucked,
like,
yeah.
don't feel like it's too bad. Like just make sure you like stick up with some DMing and aim
It
for
is, yeah. There's
59 and come out.
DM and Kovacs happening when I don't like play the ranked.
Yep. Yeah. So you're good. So don't feel like you're missing out on too much. You're fine. You're doing great.
Fantastic. I appreciate it, Paul.
Mhm. So send you your VOD as well, and yeah, I would say just get another. I'd say like
I'm doing ranked
once
today.
you get back, I'd say like you could delay your next VOD a little bit. I would like to do it soon, but like once you get done with your jury duty and you get back into more games, I'd wait till then.
Sure. It's tentatively till the 20th.
Yeah, so just I don't know. The VODs don't go anywhere, and you're already kind of ranking up past the guarantee, so probably better for you to delay them and just get the most out of them than kind of rush through just because I want to get done with the season. But like think of like IRP as like a never-ending program. You can always like you can go at your own pace, and if you have to take a break or two for a couple weeks, I'd rather you do that and then get back on track and do everything when you're on track than get stuff done when you're kind of like half there, not give yourself time to work on stuff.
Makes sense to me. I appreciate that. What's the word? Leniency, I suppose, in the program.
Yeah, it's gonna be here for the long haul, and actually, like, if you want to rank up to your goal, 6 to 8 months, right? IRP will be there. So, not saying take 6 to 8 months in the program, but like, use it wisely.
Absolutely. I plan to. I love the community.
All right.
It's been great.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, you've been great so far. Keep up the good work, and as always, any questions or anything for me before we call it a day?
No questions. I'm going to take what you told me in the voice comms and the Discord notes and go from there.
Yeah, and then like I said, watch some of the VOD again and like look at some of the stuff we talked about, and I think we're good.
Yeah, I'm going to go through those VODs as well as whoever linked the pro player analysis of all those. I'm going to start diving into
that's the one that I showed you or I don't know if did I show you the.
It was a link of like all these different.
The Jing one, right?
Yeah, you showed me Jing one, and there's like 30 other ones per.
It's just like Radiant Pro VOD.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start watching those. Kind of take some notes.
Yep, perfect. All right, peace out, bro. Have a good rest of your day. All right.
Be well, you too. Thank you.
Yep.
Peace. Alrighty, righty, chat. I'm gonna go make some lunch, and then we begin some ranked. Love you all. Peace. Be back in like